So task 2 is asking us to focus on something called the capabilities. Now, capabilities are something that you might have heard of in subjects before, like the PLP or research project, but they're actually in all of your learning. And for our community studies focus, so with a capability, we're focusing on a couple of key ones in this project. We don't want you to focus on all of them because there are 7, and that's too hard. So we've kind of pulled out some key ones. In saying that though, you might find that your project really wants you to focus on a particular area, and your teacher might say, actually, we're not going to do this capability, we're going to do a different one. And that's totally fine too. Ultimately, we want you to look at 2, maybe 3 areas of your learning. So the way that this task works is that we have some information for you to read about your literacy capability, then your numeracy, then your personal social. We then have a bunch of little activities for you to do to show us your understanding of that capability. So ways that you've been literate, tell us about the literacy actions, a bit more reading there, and then what we do is get you to put together some examples. So in the example that I have put up, we're saying, all right, let's say someone's going to do a haunted house. All right, they're going to create and build a haunted house, and they're going to sell tickets to it, and they're going to run it on Social Justice Day. And that's a real project that someone did. What I would need to think about is, what are all the things that I would be doing in reading? So I'd be reading about haunted houses, I'd be reading about Social Justice Day, I might be reading magazines. And what we want to do is actually put in different examples of what you have done previously and what you will be doing. So if we think about talking, that would be a really big one for a haunted house. What have they already done? Well, they've probably, spoken to the teacher about the project. Maybe they've spoken to others about their interests. Maybe they've interviewed someone in the past. Who knows? We're looking for things that you've done in the recent past, so in the last couple of months. Then we want to think about, what are you going to do for your project specifically? We could put down, I will interview my mum about her time that she worked in a haunted house. So that would be an interview skill. Maybe I will use appropriate language when emailing people. Giving some key examples. Now, we don't expect that you plot out every single one of these dot points because you'll be here for years. So pick 3 or 4 examples that you think will actually help you with your project. And remember that literacy is in everything. So literacy could be listening as well as watching, as well as writing and speaking.